up the gas a little bit, but as we're watching Nathan Whitmer right there, that is our second, third, and fourth piz.
Well, obviously didn't scare him off because he's having a good time.
Exactly. Well, Michael New is definitely keeping him on his toes, though, staying at his heels and wanting to try to make that pass. You know, and the checkered flag is waving.
What's up, guys? Hope y'all are doing great. Today's video is going to be addressed to everybody who's been, commenting and concerned about my safety. I can't tell you how many times I've read that I should get a roll cage, a proper roll cage, based on the way that I drive. And now specifically that I started racing, I did my first race with the stock cage and everybody kind of freaked out. And I'm pleased to report to you that I have a one-of-a-kind race-built cage that is just super phenomenal. I decided to go with a local builder here in North Carolina. One of the side-by-side champions actually recommended this to me. They've won multiple races in the Champ Off-Road Series, and like I said, since I started racing this thing, and to be honest with you guys, even without the racing itself, I think, like you said, you guys were right, I need a cage, because even when you're driving this on the limit on the trails, that stock cage is absolutely terrifying. Actually, let me show you the stock cage. Well, whatever it's called, it's not really a cage, but this is seriously reinforced. I noticed even that the stock cage from factory makes the door gaps sit funny. When I put this cage on, the door gaps kind of equalized. So from factory, some YXZs might not be 100% leveled. So let me show you the stock cage. It's right over here. You see? I put this crossbar over here, but this is literally held on by 2 bolts, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna need these bolts. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a hoarder for old parts because you never know when I need to use this stuff. So, but anyways, just to show you the cage, looks pretty good. It has some gussets, but there's no reinforcement from the top. It's just the material as well. Apparently this chromoly is not as good as the chromoly that's on this bad boy in terms of thickness and everything. So this is proper chromoly from Germany. Obviously we have the door nets, quick release here, a bit of an update. So I decided to go with a proper Sparco race seat. I had to install this myself at home. You guys have seen the rest, for some of you who've been watching my videos on the YXZ, you know what's been done to it. If you haven't, please go back and check out the videos and you'll see exactly what's been done to this machine. But yeah, like I said, started racing this, which I'll include some race clips right now. Shortly, actually, not right now. It's basically a stock machine. It just has the Dasa exhaust and the Weller tune. But recently I was told again by a friend of mine who's won multiple Champ off-road races, and these guys have been racing Yamahas for years, so they know these machines way more than I do. They're even impressed that I finished third twice in a row, one in the sportsman class and one in the open class. So yeah, it's just wanting to show you something that's going to go on there hopefully soon. This is the Dirt Launch Power Sports intake. This thing is supposed to add about 19 to 20 horsepower, but it's not just the horsepower figure that's impressive, it's actually the torque figure that's impressive and the way it holds the power throughout the rev range. It just, to me, having an exhaust, and again, the class that I'm racing is the non-turbo, and you can't really modify the engine internals, but you can do whatever you want. Some of these machines are absolutely crazy in terms of looks from the outside, and I even still have stock suspension, which I'm going to look into that, because every time I land with this race seat, my spine feels like it's going to come out of, my back. But yeah, so this is supposed to replace the secondary airbox, which is right here. Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this, because yes, I want the power and all that stuff, but I know this filtration system right here is phenomenal. It's bulletproof, with the mud and all that stuff. It's really one heck of a machine, one heck of a protective system that will ensure your machine lasts long. I am not a big fan of K&N style filters. However, this is not your standard K&N filter design. Apparently, DLP says that this has the efficient filtration capacity, so you don't need to worry about it. And they say that some people run it in snow, some people all that. The only thing is they don't recommend is just submerging it in water. But they say especially with the outerwear, which I have over there, it should be pretty much just as durable. But again, from my experience with these K&N style filters, and again, I'm not saying this is K&N exact, but the look of it is a K&N style filter. They don't filter as good as, for example, the uni filters, which are something like right here. So these uni filters, in my opinion, they have much better filtration than your standard K&N style. And yeah, that's the only reason I'm kind of skeptical about putting this. But I do know that a lot of the guys that race in the series and all that, whether it's Champ, whether it's in their local, tracks, I saw this on almost every single one of the machines, especially the YXZ. I saw it on every single one. Like even the guys I'm racing, they all have this tuned exhaust. Most likely they all have the Vance & Hines exhaust, which I've seen. Crazy sway bars, revalve suspension. So I would say I'm racing the most stock machine right now in the whole series. And again, I'm not there to break records and all that. The fact that I can make it on the podium with a stock machine is awesome for me. That's kind of like, I don't know, to compare, you buy a 911, you get a 911, not even a GT3, you go buy a 911 Carrera S, and then you go race a couple of people with the GT3 RSs, and even more than that, like a cup car, some of them, and you get a podium with the Carrera S versus the GT3 RS and the cup cars, the GT3 Cup. So that's kind of the situation I'm in with this thing. So yeah, that's just it. I'm gonna include the videos now of the race day, and some images of the buggy while it was out. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. And it's basically because of all the concern regarding my safety that I did this, and it wasn't cheap at all. And that's the only downside to these things. I wish people would make these things more affordable, especially builders, but I've spoken to the builder who built this for me, and they did say that unfortunately, as with everything, even the prices of the raw material is coming up. The price of the paint, the powder coat, all that stuff is just increasing, especially where I am. So it sucks, and it's a shame that you have to pay a higher price right now for your safety. And it's a shame, honestly, that Yamaha doesn't give you something like this out the door. I didn't know that stock cage was as bad, but when people saw me on the racetrack with that cage from day one, I can't tell you the looks I was getting. I was getting like, this kid is, either psychotic or retarded or stupid. So that's exactly the kind of look I was getting with the stock cage. Now it's a bit better, but now because of the extra weight, the suspension is compressing a bit more. Not just the extra weight, so this adds a little bit more weight, and the seat, even though this is a lighter seat, I just need to add more padding, because I'm telling you, every time I bottom out, it really, I can feel it on my spine. Anyways, that's enough talk from me. I've spoken way too much, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update for the guys like me that are, side-by-side fans and power sports fans, and, mainly Yamaha YXZ fans, because again, I've seen all the cool stuff there, the crazy tuned Polarises and all that stuff, and the Maverick Rs and whatever. But to be honest, still my favorite machine, and I would not want to be racing anything else, to be honest, because yes, I can be maybe a little bit slower because I have to waste time to shift, but I can control the power band. I can dictate what gear I'm in, when I want the power, when I don't want the power, when I want a short shift. I'm in control of the car, and that's what I love about this Yamaha. So yeah, as far as that goes, that's all that's been done to it. One more thing I had to add is the clean air pump for my helmet, because I did not know that with off-road racing, you need, especially in off-road racing where you don't have an internal cockpit like rally cars, where you can have like an open face helmet. Here, you need a helmet with an air pump and tear-offs, because you get muddy, you get, foggy, and it's just that saves you, honestly. And yeah, I got the dual one, so in case I want to take a passenger one day for a ride, I can just connect it and have 2 people with air pumps. But yeah, guys, that's it. Let me run the clips of the race, and yeah.
41 degrees outside.
Yeah, I might go be a lizard and crawl out in the sun. I don't know.
Okay, so Carson Hill, as we were talking earlier, he's getting that Delaware-style start, but you can see, I couldn't tell who that was. The 01, he was kind of creeping in. Carson Hill, though, out in front, and that is Nathan Whitmer already in that number 2 spot, and Nabi is in that number 3 spot with Michael New 4th. Another lap, still out there in that number 1 spot. And we're looking at our 3rd and 4th position, Nabi and Michael. You know, honestly, I mean, looking at the points to bring these guys up, it's going to be an interesting finish because Lewis, our points leader, is running in that 7th position.
One thing I've learned as an announcer is don't try and do math on air.
I know. I'm not. I'm definitely not.
We have definitely bungled some championship results a couple times.
Yeah, but I mean,
but do they do drop races here?
No, they don't.
So then it's probably a little bit easier because that's where we messed up, was we didn't factor in a drop race. And,
right.
Yeah, we're interviewing a guy. Hey, yeah, what do you think about winning the championship? And he ended up getting 2nd.
Yeah, you know, that, I have to be honest though, that happens. I mean, you can have people that win a race and get awarded a trophy, and then penalties come in.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, whoops, it happens. It happens.
It's not final till the race director says so.
Exactly. Oh, it looks like Philip Masella just went by us turning up the gas a little bit. But as we're watching Nathan Whitmer right there, that is our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position, making their way down the backstretch.
And this is probably our tightest battle on track we're watching right now as they're heading their way up the hill into turn 3.
Yes, and that is between 3rd and 4th. As 1st and 2nd's pretty much like you were saying, and they've checked out. Carson Hill in that number 1 spot still, and Nathan Whitmer in that number 2 position. As they are, that's Nabi Marmer. I'm sorry.
Well, this is the battle to stay on the podium right now.
Exactly.
So 1st and 2nd are pretty comfy right now, but these guys are fighting to get that trophy for the day. And let's see, his 4th place, tries sticking it to the inside.
And Nabi, the one that is running in 3rd place in 3rd place in the 0-1, his first race out here was last race. He said he would be back, and here he is.
Well, obviously didn't scare him off because he's having a good time.
Exactly. Well, Michael New is definitely keeping him on his toes, though, staying at his heels and wanting to try to make that pass. You know, the white flag's out, and he's looking at that inside line right now.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Almost touched the fender up in there.
He didn't have enough skinny pedal there for him, though.
No.
And, you know, these Yamahas out, they're shifters, too, so they can shift the gears.
Oh, so he could stay in the power better.
He could.
And let's see, as he's trying to reel him in coming down the hill. Try slinging it to the outside this time.
Oh, down turn number 4, making their way up into turn 5.
Carrying a little bit more speed, but getting...
Oh, look at this, side by side.
Oh, he might get him coming up here into turn 4. Oh, let's see, they're gonna be almost side by side coming down the hill.
He just did not have enough. But look, he's already trying to set himself up for the inside line. Nope, doesn't make it out.
Oh, he got a little squirrely there.
Little bobble.
And that's all but gonna seal it.
And the checkered flag is waving.
And they almost got up to 2nd place during that, too. I think 2nd was, I don't say he was coasting, but he knew he was comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah, Carson Hill in that number 1 spot, Nathan Whitmer, and Nabi in that 3rd position. I'm going to go out and have a word with the drivers.
Thanks for having us. Thanks, Durham Town. Thanks, Boodle. Thanks, everybody. Can't wait for next season.
Awesome. All right, congratulations, Nate, with Nathan Whitmer in that number 2 position. Over here with Nabi. Nabi, here you are out here in the number 3 spot for your second time racing out here. Did you have a blast?
It was incredible. I honestly think I just got lucky today to be on the podium twice in a row. Just thanks to the guys at Durham Town, and really, what an awesome racing family, like you call them. And yeah, it's just a blessing to be here.
Well, congratulations on the number 3 spot. We'll see you on the podiums later on, but welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
All right, and there we have it. Our top 3 of our Open NA.